Alright everyone, now we're on the corner of East 56th Street and 5th, in which case I'll be crossing the street, we'll be entering inside the building, and I'll be taking you all the way up to the 63rd floor of 721 5th Avenue, where you are going to have some of the most breathtaking views of the Empire State Building, of 270 Park Avenue, 1 Vanderbilt, the Chrysler Building. You are really going to have it all. But we must go through the Secret Service checkpoint, so we'll go ahead and do that now. This apartment is over 3,000 square feet. So we'll now go ahead and do the tour, and I'll see you guys up there. Hey everyone, today I'm going to be taking you on a tour of the Crown Jewel apartment that sits on the 63rd floor of 721 5th Avenue. This is a 3-bedroom, 3.5-bathroom, unbelievable penthouse. And the reason why I wanted to bring you all in here is because you're not going to find anything like this on 5th Avenue, let alone in New York City. You have all custom millwork that matches each and every single room in the apartment. You have sweeping views from the Chrysler Building to 270 Park Avenue, all the way down to 1 Vanderbilt, the Empire State Building, and even 53 West 53rd Street. So I want to double back and start the tour in the main foyer entrance, because it's honestly one of my favorite features of this apartment, because it feels like I'm taking a trip through either the Morgan Library or potentially even the Henry Clay Frick collection on the Upper East Side of Manhattan. So you have your main front door here and all of this beautiful custom wood. But if you look up kind of towards the ceiling, all of this molding is completely hand-done alabaster with Baccarat chandeliers. If you're interested in knowing about any of the closet space, well, all of these panels open up and you have coat closet space behind each individual panel. And those stunning views right as you come off the foyer. We'll get to the kitchen in a moment, but I want to start off showcasing what might be one of the most beautiful open concept living rooms on 5th Avenue. Right as you walk in, you're greeted with Empire State Building views, all of Midtown Manhattan, and even the spire of One World Trade Center. If I come right up to the door for everybody, you're looking down on 5th Avenue, and you have panoramic sweeping views of nearly every building in the city. If I zoom in here, this is 53 West 53rd Street, that beautiful exoskeleton of that Jean Nouvel building. You could really imagine what the views must be like during sunset. Looking back, you have all of this custom furniture, and keep a close eye on those chandeliers, because as I've said, those are Baccarat chandeliers. You could sit down, play the piano overlooking the Hudson River. If I quickly take a peek behind the piano, I want to point out the exposures to you. You see the Hudson River in the distance and every single building on New York City's Billionaire's Row, from the Steinway Tower to 157 and even Central Park Tower. So this is quite literally the Billionaire's Row apartment. If I zoom in here, this building with that greenish top, that's the Crown Building. And we've talked about that building before because that houses the Aman, New York, which is one of the most luxurious hotels, not only in New York City, but in the entire world. If you've also been watching Walks and Wall Street, you've probably heard of Jesse Livermore from Reminiscences of a Stock Operator. Jesse Livermore had his office in the Crown Building. Looking over to your massive formal dining room, you're not only going to get those southbound exposures, but you're also going to get east-facing exposures as well. I'll quickly zoom in on all of the custom furniture that goes in and matches the apartment. But look at that. From the same unit, we can now see all the way over to the East River, as well as Harry Mackelow's 432 Park Avenue. So really unmatched exposures here. We'll do one more sweeping panoramic view of this dining room. And you could see a direct view of the spire of the Empire State Building. And even all the way down by the Statue of Liberty. All right, let's go ahead and explore some of the bedrooms. So remember the flow and the layout of the apartment now. This is the main foyer entrance with those stunning wood panels, all custom. And now we are going to enter the primary suite that has one of the most beautiful ensuite bathrooms I've ever seen in New York City. On the ensuite, you have this beautiful seating area here. Once again, looking up at all those moldings, that beautiful alabaster. But it flows really well. You have the seating area, which you could probably make your own custom office. And the acoustics in here are really, really impressive, mainly because if you notice on the walls here, this is a beautiful textured pattern that makes it very, very warm and inviting. And behind each and every single one of these panels here, you have your built-in closets and very, very big and spacious walk-in closets as well. Room is big enough to fit a king-size bed, if not a California king bed. Right as you wake up in the morning, you have these stunning views overlooking the Hudson River. You get a lot of nice blue sky and tons of natural light in here. And of course, those double exposures not only facing eastbound towards New York City's Billionaires Row, but imagine lying down in your bed and waking up to the hustle and bustle overlooking One Vanderbilt, 270 Park, the World Trade Center, and all of the traffic going on beneath you on Fifth Avenue. Very, very unique. I'll now give you one more look at all of the custom fittings before I showcase the view eastbound overlooking New York City's Billionaires Row. If you look close enough, you can even see helicopters taking off from the Hudson River. You have the Steinway Tower, which is the skinniest residential apartment building in the world. Extel's 157 in Central Park Tower, and even Vornado's 220 Central Park South, which is a beautiful Robert A.M. Stern building. And of course, there we have the Crown Building again, which is home to the Aman, New York Hotel and Residences. We're now going to make a transition from the bedroom. Oh, I completely missed that. If I zoom in, You even have views of the Chrysler Building from your bedroom. In any event, let's now make our way through the bedroom and check out what I like to call the most impressive and meticulously done primary bathroom suites in New York City. And I want to point out a key detail here. As you're walking through the apartment, you'll notice each and every single wood door is custom to the room that you're in. So pay close attention. As you're on the inside of this bedroom, the doors are going to match the other bedrooms. So every single room is custom coordinated in terms of the marbling on the floor, the stonework, the millwork. I mean, look at this. You have these heated floors. You have this absolutely stunning deep soaking tub. Mind you, all of this is smart home technology. So you can control the water, you can control the temperature. I mean, look at how deep this deep soaking tub is. Looking back at all of the custom stonework here, you're not going to get this anywhere else in Manhattan. If you do a little bit of research on these bathrooms, and I'll put the link to the listing description in the description of this video, you'll notice that you physically cannot get any of this stone for these units anymore, much of which were imported from Tanzania. You're just not getting it. And I'll give you a quick peek inside this walk-in steam shower with those custom finishes and fixtures. And I'll zoom in on that rainfall shower head. This is all real gold-plated fixtures. This is the most stunning bathroom I think I've ever seen. So as you come in, you could take a nice steam shower, you could sit down and overlook the rest of the masterpiece here. Just the detail is really, really off the charts. And as we look at the vanity, I just want to highlight this and zoom in on those fixtures again. As you can see, everything is totally custom. You might be asking yourself, well, where's the storage space? Well, there's plenty of it. They've just done such a good job with concealing it behind all of this beautiful custom rock. And then again, notice those doors. This is all custom that matches the individual unit. So we're now going to leave the primary suite and head back into the open concept living room and kitchen. In my view, or living room and dining room. And as I walk here, I want you to be able to take in those views, looking all the way out into Manhattan. Before we check out any of the bedrooms of the last remaining two, behind this beautiful pocket door here is the fully custom kitchen, which we'll explore now. I mean, pay really, really close attention to all the marbling and the tile on the floor. This is all custom, with this being my favorite touch. You have this gorgeous stained glass here with lights illuminating from the top, which makes it feel like you're outside. It makes it feel like a stained glass outdoor skylight. Obviously, you have all gas Gaggenau appliances with your refrigerator and your freezer tucked away behind all of the custom millwork here. We won't open it out of respect for the owner, but this is your fully custom refrigerator and freezer. So I like how the kitchen is a little bit secluded away from the rest of the living space. because you could have your staff prepare a really, really nice meal in here while having your guests wait out here, and you could serve a formal dinner for the holidays, Thanksgiving, Christmas, and whatnot. Okay, so we're going to go through the kitchen one more time, and now I need to show you the powder room. So just to quickly orient everybody, this is the main entryway and foyer. Remember all of this stunning millwork and the paneling, which is very resemblant of being in a very, very high-class library, like the J.P. Morgan Library or the Henry Clay Frick Collection. Here, you have your powder off to the left. You have your kitchen off to the right. And the powder is one of the most expensive powder rooms in New York City. The estimated cost of the powder alone is roughly $300,000, and you have just the most stunning matching color-coordinated stone imported from Tanzania. The acoustics in here are fantastic because you have this very, very soft texture, again, with the color coordination on the door, overlooking to your vanity. And I'll do a slow zoom on the vanity so you guys can see the level of detail here and the customization, in addition to all of the gold outer trim. So how do you like that for a powder room? And one quick zoom in on that beautiful stone, again, imported from Tanzania, that you quite literally cannot get anymore. So if you wanted to kind of recreate this yourself, it will almost quite virtually be impossible. Now we're going to head down the final corridor here, in which case we'll check out one of the bedrooms, and then we'll check out the bathroom. But I want to point out a key detail in this bedroom, and that is standing directly behind me. If you notice the wall here, not only is this a custom closet, but if you zoom in, this is real gold leaf that color coordinates not only on the wall, it color coordinates not only on the door that you see right here, but it color coordinates on your built-in office desk right here. So behind the glass, this is 100% real gold leaf that is cloaking all of the walls to give you an idea of the level of customization. Now, the room space itself is very, very generous, and you have both eastern-facing exposures and southern exposures. In my opinion, I think I like this bedroom a little bit better than the primary because as you wake up, and I'll adjust the camera here, this is your view. You have this picture frame view of not only the spire of the Empire State Building, not only One Vanderbilt, but the Chrysler Building as well as 270 Park Avenue, which is the brand new headquarters of J.P. Morgan Chase. So every single iconic Art Deco beauty of a building in New York City, you have with your exposure from your bedroom. Now, facing east, you have river views, and you have views of Harry Macalow's 432 Park Avenue. And then looking a little bit further to the north, you do have north-facing exposures as well. You look at the limestone beauty of a building that is 520 Park Avenue, which, by the way, was also developed by the Zeckendorf developers, with the architect on that deal being Robert A.M. Stern. So really, really stunning. And again, you have these custom Baccarat chandeliers that illuminates the room very well. Just look at the details on the nightstands as well. You really have to be in this unit to get a feel of just how luxurious it is. From the acoustics to, the tiling, the marbling, it is really, really stunning. And then we'll check out one other bathroom, which will be the ensuite bathroom for the bedroom. Once again, all of this custom paneling on the wall. And here is your ensuite with yet another steam shower. Look at the design and intricacy on the floors. And then again, what did I say? Notice all of the gold leaf, the real gold leaf that coordinates with every other room on your suite. So I'll close the door behind me here. You have your Toto freestanding toilet. And again, that coordination with the gold leaf on the picture here, as well as the gold leaf custom door. I mean, how unique is that? You might have noticed that sound. That is all of the smart technology that is in this steam shower. So if you jump in, you have these great chrome finishes. You have a nice bench where you could sit down here. Take a nice steam shower and take in the beauty that is your ensuite bedroom. Quickly zoom in on the fixtures. And then we'll head back out into the main foyer again and finish off with the beautiful views of Midtown Manhattan. So let me know what you think. This is one of my favorite units, the crown jewel at 721 Fifth Avenue, Unit 63AB, and it's on the market now. This can be yours for $9,700,000. This 7-room, 3-bedroom, 3.5 bathroom stunner at Trump Tower. Now the building has a really nice amenity package too, which was totally redone just after the pandemic, I'd say 2021. You have a beautiful business style lounge and library with all of these custom built-ins. Also great views of the city. So if you need to take a business meeting or perhaps even work remotely from home, you could do that without even leaving your building. You have TVs if you want to put on Fox Business or Bloomberg. And of course, overlooking Fifth Avenue. Now, in addition to the lounge and the library, you also have a complete business center, in which case you can book the rooms for meetings. So even if you have staff or something like that, you could have a board meeting in theory, you can come in here and book these 2 conference rooms, which is really, really nice. And keep in mind, Trump Tower is considered a Class A office tower. Take one more look back here. Then we'll head down to the gym because I want to show you my favorite view of all time. That is inside the fitness center. And again, this is only for residences. But what's really unique about the view from the gym is that you're literally looking right at Tiffany, as well as the LVMH building, Bergdorf Goodman, all of Central Park, and you could even see the Upper West Side of the Manhattan, and a little bit of the George Washington Bridge. You could see the classic San Remo, the Plaza Hotel here. And then you could see the outdoor cabanas at the Amman, New York, and you're overlooking Fifth Avenue here. Just a tremendously stunning place. And of course, from the other side, you're looking southbound on Fifth Avenue. Very clean here. The property management is unbelievable. You can get a workout in, watch some Fox Business. And now we'll check out the pool room. Again, all of this is totally brand new. And then I'll quickly show all of you the theater room. Which is a very nice space. And then you have the children's playroom in here. And that is your amenity package. Okay, so what did you think? That was over 3,000 square feet of custom luxury right here at the Trump Tower. It's on the market for $9.7 million. So if you do the math on that, it's priced at $3,156 a foot. But the amount of customization, all of that custom alabaster on the ceiling, the moldings, the bathrooms, all of the stone that's imported from Tanzania. It is extremely unique of a product. And you're right outside of Billionaires Row. You're right outside the brand new Tiffany flagship. And you're also right across the street from Bergdorf Goodman. Also, you have the stunning Crown Building across the street, which houses the Aman New York, which is one of the most luxurious hotels not only in New York City, but also in the entire world. And Jesse Livermore used to have an office inside the Crown Building. We're now going to cross the street, headed west. So you'll be able to see the very famous Louis Vuitton trunk. So now we're on the corner of 57th Street, and we're looking at this very unique and stunning Louis Vuitton trunk that is temporarily covering all of the construction that will unveil the brand new Louis Vuitton headquarters. You also have a great view of the Sherry Netherland Hotel, which we just did a tour of the full 17th floor of the Sherry Netherland in our last video.